Today I'm going to be reviewing this Clear and Fresh Unicorn Bath Bomb with Surprise that was recently sent to me by the brand. Now, this was sealed in plastic. I went ahead and pulled that off, just to make it easier, and you can kind of see exactly what these are going to look like. So they're natural, they float, and then they foam. I will be testing that as well here in the video today. And then they're going to be each individual bath bomb. Oh, I love they actually have the little unicorns on top. That's fantastic. Now, these are not going to have like a smile or a face on them. They do have a great scent though. For each of them, there are going to be lots of different colors as well. So you can see I've got like a pink / purple color. I've got a deep purple, a light purple, a total pink, a green, a light green, a regular green, blue, orange, and yellow. So that's going to be really nice. And all of them have the little unicorns, the little horns right on top. Now these are all going to be individually sealed as well. So that's going to be a really cool feature too. So that's going to be nice. And then that thing in there kind of keeps everything from getting broken. So I love that about this. I also do love the fact that this is going to have a case with it as well that looks nice, right? It's not just in a regular cardboard box. It carries a unicorn theme to the top here. Now it does have this. I assume that's to get to the Surprise. I'm not sure. Okay, so it just kind of shows some of their other products in there. It does say with Surprise, so I'm not really sure what this comes with, why this has this. It just has a little like pick, right? Now it's a bath bomb, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it in some water and let it foam, and we'll see what happens. But I do want to show that in the video today. Before I get to that, I do want to measure these. So measurement on the bath bomb itself is going to be about 2.5 inches, including the unicorn, like the horn, that's going to be about 3 3/4 inches or so. Now around is going to be hard to do because they are round. I'm going to say they're about 3 inches or so across on these. Now it looks like it has little sprinkles on there. I'm not sure if those come off or not. We'll see once I open this up. But let me go ahead and run some water. I might do it in the sink just to make it a little bit easier to see rather than, having to run a whole bathtub full. So those little sprinkle things do come off. Like I can kind of brush some off the top. I'm assuming those are going to also evaporate into the water. But I just want to kind of show you what this looks like in the water itself, and then I'll let it sit for a while. Now, I did say it was floating, and the answer is yes. So it's floating, and then you can kind of see the foaming effect that it is having on the water itself. Now, it is not disappointing, but it just, because of the weight of the horn, it does kind of sit upside down in the water. So the whole thing is beginning to dissolve, and as you can see, it does turn the water the color of the bath bomb. Now, the smell of this is extremely nice. Obviously, here in the water, it's going to turn it far more green than it would if it's a whole tub, right? Since it's just a small sinkful. But the smell of it is going to be extremely nice, has a really, really nice smell to it. And you can kind of see how it's foaming and bubbling as well for this unicorn bath bomb. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and just leave it in here, and we'll see how long it takes to entirely dissolve. It's currently 12:38. And so at 12:38, I'm going to say I put it in there probably 12:36, 12:37, somewhere in there. And so I'm going to see how long it actually takes to fully dissolve. Now, again, this is going to be just in a sinkful, not a bath with no active running water, but I just want to kind of test it out and see. So it's been about 5 minutes or so, and it is still a pretty good size. You can still see the actual horn on the unicorn as well, and then that part as well. Now, I assume there's going to be a toy inside there, because it did say it comes with a Surprise. But you can kind of see how green it's turned the water. Now, again, this is in a sink versus in an entire tub. So obviously it wouldn't be as deep of a green, but it is going to change the water color to whatever color that bath bomb is. So just something that's important to note. So I'm going to keep leaving it in here until it is dissolved. So it is 12:47 now. I thought it was fully dissolved, but it's just fell down. So it floats because of the Surprise that's inside. So the little toy is going to be in a sealed little plastic thing. I'm guessing it's a unicorn, but there are still some pieces down in here, pretty large pieces to be 100% honest on there. So there's still some pieces in here that are not fully dissolved yet, and it's at 12:48 as of right now. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that for a few more minutes. I do want to look at exactly what this toy is that it comes with. I'm guessing every single one will be something different, but my other assumption is that it's something related to a unicorn. And yes, so it's not a gummy unicorn, but it's a little like stretchy, rubberish type unicorn that's going to be inside of there. So this one's going to be really cute. I assume there'll be a different Surprise in each one, but that's going to be kind of cool. Your kids are in the tub, they get the little unicorn bath bomb going, and then once it starts to evaporate or dissolve, then you get the little rubberish type unicorn. So that's kind of cool as well. So we'll see exactly how long it takes before it is fully dissolved. It is now 1 o'clock. Actually just kicked over to 1:01, and there's only little tiny pieces left. So there's just a little bit of this stuff left. Now this has been without any squishing it entirely, right? So if I would have gone through and squished it kind of like that, it obviously would have dissolved faster because these little pieces are going to dissolve. But you can see there's like a foaminess to it, as well as that green tint to it. But it's not like tinting screen, or it's not screen, not like tinting skin color. And it does also have a soapy feel to it. Not a bad feel at all. So overall, definitely pretty pleased with this little unicorn bath bomb. Love the fact that it's going to change the color. My daughter is going to absolutely love that. And also the cool little toy that it comes with. And it lasts a good long time before it is entirely dissolved as well. We're talking like 20 plus minutes, and it still had quite a few of these little pieces left in there as well, that were not totally dissolved.